Going to just move the camera over to me. Hopefully we'll have volume this afternoon from the airport, unlike last week. And hopefully the connection will be a little bit more stable than it was just a few minutes ago. Moved slightly into a new position in the hope that we'll be able to stay online this afternoon and catch some great action from the runway. Also going to be bringing to you some fabulous stats about the aircraft we'll be watching today. So TUI 737 off the road this afternoon. Followed by Aer Lingus, heading out to Dublin, running around 20 minutes delayed at the moment. And then you can see that second TUI aircraft, 78 going out to Sharm el Sheikh. That's a long trip. Hi there, thank you very much for tuning in. Approximately 10 years old, this aircraft. And I've just had confirmation that this afternoon by sound is on. That's great news. Yeah, it is a really, really great spot, that's for sure. I'm on the south side this afternoon. Just trying to avoid video of the litter boxes. It's looking a lot tidier than it was a couple of weeks ago up here. The 787 waiting for clearance off to Sharm el Sheikh this afternoon. That is a long flight for the crew. It's there and back in one day. And beyond that, we've got the Royal Jordanian aircraft, Airbus A321. And that's off to Oman. Approximately 2,000 nautical miles away. But before that, looks like we've got a nice little private jet here off to Cologne this afternoon. It's been a bit of a challenge to get here today. Just about here, found out that the main route to the viewing area had been closed for resurfacing. I did get a lovely view of the Cheshire countryside, although it did take an awfully long time to get here, that's for sure. It's worth it though. It's like a little rocket. Certainly doesn't need to use much of the runway, that one. Starting to get a bit busier along here at the south side now. There's quite a lot of action happening actually, more than I thought there was going to be. It looks like the Royal Jordanian is going to get to go first. Chewy's going to have to wait. Scheduled to arrive in Amman at 22:55 local time. It looks like the TUI Dreamliner is off next. I think this may have been the aircraft I flew to Palma on actually a few weeks ago. It is an incredibly beautiful aircraft, and I have to say, when it takes off, those wings really do look amazing. There we go. I'm slightly biased, I have to say. So as you'll see, generally what aircraft do at this point is they'll take off and then take a right turn to avoid Knutsford before taking a left turn and heading south. We're fairly quiet on arrivals right now. Most of the second rotation will have come in. Ryanair's just come in from Gothenburg, Sweden. 737. We've got Air France. Airbus A220 off to Charles de Gaulle, Paris. Fairly swift flight, this one. A couple of hours, not even. It's quite a nice day today. Not quite as warm as it was this time last week, thankfully. It's getting a little bit warm when I was up here. Little bit of a breeze. Flight radar's telling me 10 knots. It's slightly overcast. Looks like there's a runway check taking place. Actually, there's just Jet 2 just come in from Rhodes. So the other side of the airport there is the Runway visitor park. Great for kids, merry-go-rounds. Even got a plane you can get inside. Got the tower there, just to the right of the Jet 2 hangar. Airport offices. You can see that row of Ryanair aircraft all parked up there at Terminal 3. That was due to become a Ryanair only terminal. Not sure if it's got to that point yet, but it certainly looks like it from here. I know there was a lot of work going on at the airport to shovel a lot of the airplanes or a lot of the airlines that were operating out of Terminal 3 over to Terminal 2, which is a much newer, bigger terminal. It's going through the middle of a transformation program right now. It's EasyJet here. It's off to Mykonos. That's fine. I know people do worry a little bit about getting into video, but it can get really busy along here, so it's all part of the fun. Bumping into other people, seeing what they're here doing. I think we're just waiting on Ranger 1 completing their runway check. Nothing much coming in on the approach right now, looking fairly clear. A little bit grey over there. Something to get a little bit of a cue now. EasyJet lining up for Milan. And there's Jet 2 on the 7-3 off to Dalaman. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. That will help me a massive deal. Oh, hello there, Blue Bunnies. Who's watching on their way home from work? Thank you for tuning in this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying it. Just testing the second inaugural live. After last week's failed sound. Yes, I've just had a message. I know exactly who Blue Bunnies is. I think there's only one person I know who calls themselves Blue Bunnies, so that was fairly obvious. Hopeful we'll find that the camera's a little bit sturdier this afternoon too. Last week was incredibly windy and the tripod was getting knocked around a little bit. Today it's looking a little steadier, thankfully. With that and the sound and the reduced heat, it's looking good for attempt number 2. This is the Ryanair off to Gothenburg. 737, 15 years old, just turning onto the runway. Absolutely incredible noise. Those engines sound fantastic. There she goes, barreling down the runway. And as beforehand, they get to the end of the runway, take a right turn, avoid Knutsford. So I'm going to end this live stream in a minute. We've had a really successful second test this time. Sound is working. Hopefully the microphone is making a difference and not switching me off. So as I end this live stream and open up to the public one, hopefully we'll be going live this afternoon. Thank you very much for tuning in and helping me ensure that everything is working as it should be. And hopefully see you again in a few minutes.